Hey, if you're from United Bros Gaming, this is a more in-depth video on on the Warden, the Deep Dark, and everything else. So stick around. And by the way, all of this is experimental and subject to change. So this whole place right here could change in the future. And with that, let's get to the video. Alright, this video is going to be a brief look into the Deep Dark and everything else added into 1.19 Experimental Snapshot 1. So, we start with new Skulk blocks. Previously added in Bedrock, these 4 Skulk blocks, and in Java, the Skulk Sensor has been there for a while. We also have a new enchantment called Swift Sneak that we'll get into later. And of course, the Warden will be spawnable in this snapshot. We also have a new type of deep slate that we'll be looking into later. If you would like to download this snapshot, go to Mojang's website and follow the steps down below. I use several types of the new blocks to construct this here, but if you'd like to find all of these naturally, do /locate biome deep dark. It will hop up some coordinates if you are in reasonable distance of the deep dark. If not, teleport yourself 10,000 blocks away. You should get somewhere new, and you might be able to find the deep dark here. Go into spectator mode. As you can see right down here, we have deep dark. So the normal biomes will look like something like this. It will have Shriekers, which is a new block that we'll talk about in a second. Skulk, of course. Skulk Sensor. Skulk Catalyst. And a new mob. You might have noticed this thing down here. Now this is not the deep dark biome, but it is the ancient city. You will find these next to the deep dark. What they look like fully, this night vision will help. The mine shaft is not part of this, but as you can see, the biome continues and continues and keeps going further and further out. But as you approach right here, you should find these hallways. Now the hallways use wool occlusion, so you can step right on here just fine without the skulks activating. Now why you wouldn't want the skulks to activate, I'll show you later. For now, let's look at the new loot. You can find snowballs, bones, candles, skulk sensors, and several other things here. Among those, you will find a new enchantment. So what you do with this enchantment is, I'm excited for this, Swift Sneak. So, I'm sneaking right now without Swift Sneak, but when I sneak with it on, I move it just about as fast as a player walking. Isn't that neat? You won't have to worry about sneaking around and causing a ruckus, because you can walk at the same speeds. There are several different structures that generate inside of this structure, and it looks like it's a bit buggy right now, considering we have a mine shaft generating inside of the structure. They might have to work that one out. Now these snowballs will cause noise when thrown. This is very important for something very soon that we might see if I throw one more snowball. Shall we? Now, after 3 times, our new mob spawns. What you've all been waiting for, the Warden. Now, according to some sources from other YouTubers, the Warden has about 250 hearts. Now, I'm going to speed this up, but I'm going to use a normal netherite sword to try to kill it. This is going to be sped up, but you'll see just how long this takes. That took quite a lot of time, didn't it? Now after that 3rd strike, I believe the wardens can continuously spawn. Yes, that does mean you can spawn more than one warden, as we'll see right here. But they can only spawn within a certain radius of each other. As you can see, 2 wardens spawned at once. This is not a boss fight, it's more of a natural disaster, as Mojang explained. And this will be because it is going to be very hard to escape these things. If we go into survival, it can smell you. As you can see, it's about to charge at me. When it's angry, its hearts beat faster. Or souls, or whatever that thing in the middle, beats faster when it's angry. We'll give an example. When the zombie moves 3 times, the warden will attack it after hearing it 3 times. Now after it finds the zombie, it should attack it. It's now been 3 times. The warden will charge like this. And instantly kills the zombie. Now if you notice that, I'll probably do a slow-mo on that, a replay. There was a little bubble effect when a zombie of some kind dies. When it's close enough to the Skulk catalyst, the catalyst spreads like this. As you can see, the little animation happened again. This is the Skulk Shrieker. It summons the warden, as well as in survival giving you a darkness effect. As you can see, because of the night vision, it doesn't work as well, but the darkness effect is there. It creates some sort of blindness that without night vision makes it almost impossible to see. Now I have night vision, so this is easier, so let me turn that off. As you can see, it almost makes it completely dark. You can just barely see the warden over here. If you do step on this skulk next to it, it's probably going to find you pretty soon. You can see the other ones do not do anything once another warden has spawned. None of them do anything once another warden is spawned in the radius. The warden will keep chasing you until it's out of its range of where it can smell you. From there, it is blind unless it manages to hear you. Now Skulk drops XP. This can be used because, as we stated earlier, when mobs die, Skulk spreads next to the catalyst. Use the catalyst to store XP in blocks. by killing mobs. This doesn't even have to be done by the player. This means you can set up an AFK Skulk farm. We will move on from the catalyst to the Skulk Sensor itself. Now what the Skulk Sensor does is it emits a redstone signal with sound. Now what's cool about this is in a way, even though it has a very short range, the first wireless redstone. So for you redstone engineers out there in Minecraft, you're going to like this block quite a lot. Now if you notice right here, this looks strangely similar to the Warden. Now some people think this right here is a portal similar to a very wide nether portal. Now I don't know if that's true or not. Post-editing ShockCreeper here, there actually might be some evidence to this being a portal based on the game files. So there's a smaller version of this in the Deep Dark, and the structure is called Small Portal Statue. So that's a little bit of evidence as to this being a portal, but it might all just be trolling by the developers. We will see. And currently it cannot be lit, but this is a new block called Reinforced Deep Slate. This block can be moved via piston, as you can see right here. But as you can see in survival, I'm going to speed this up because it takes a very, very long time to mine this with a netherite pickaxe. So, as you can see, it takes an exceptionally long time to mine it with a pickaxe. It cannot be obtained with a pickaxe or any sort of enchanted item. Therefore, it is unobtainable in survival. Now, in my testing, I have tested that it is not breakable by a wither or TNT. I will prove this now. As you can see, it couldn't be broken by that. If you manage to move this block out of the deep dark cities, or move them around with pistons, you can in fact make a prison for the wither. This might be changed in the future, but for now, the wither can be contained with this new block. I'm going to completely tear down this entire deep dark ancient city. Better not steal those diamonds over there. It's getting really close. Those are my diamonds. There they are. Now how big is this vein? Oh, it's a one vein. It's a shame. It's a shame. There is little skulk sensors in here that light up these lamps. And I think that concludes our video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video. There will be a video popping up to the right that is me and maybe another player on the YouTube team taking on the Warden in the Deep Dark. So if you'd like to watch that more hands-on video, click on the right. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.